Jarvis Hearn, and my chosen determinant is social support. In today's presentation, we'll investigate how social support is fundamental to health and illustrate its impact on individuals and the wider community. We'll also provide an understanding of how social support influences society whilst linking to the determinant of social exclusion. And we'll explore the relationships social support and social exclusion share to provide an insight into both the negative and positive factors influencing health. What is the definition of social support? Wilkinson and Marmon of the World Health Organization define social support as an individual's friendships, social relations, and supportive networks which improve health as at home, at work, and within the community. Outlining social support and social exclusion. In the presentation, we'll provide an analysis into the close relationship between social support and social exclusion. We'll provide an understanding into how the two joint determinants can influence health. We'll also give an explanation of how policies and social behaviours affect the prevalence of social support and whether negative and positive implications of the determinants are seen in society. We'll also identify the groups most handicapped by these determinants and explain why they are negatively affected. What is the influence on health? Social support is extremely beneficial to the health of individuals. The World Health Organization identified that positive relationships such as family and friends can provide benefits to multiple aspects of health such as stronger mental resilience, improved emotional control, and lower rates of chronic disease. Those studied who experienced low levels of social support showed greater rates of depression, pregnancy complications, and avoidable diseases such as CVD. Policies. Social policies impact is closely linked to the policies and social practices of society. Policies promoting social support are shown to greatly increase social health, whilst also eliminating adverse social factors. Promoting social support practices in public and private places such as at work, school, and sporting events is proven to improve mental health and foster stronger relationships. Furthermore, the ability for governments and communities to identify social and economic inequalities within a society help lower the burden of diseases and other social problems that stem from lack of social support. Practices that are divisive to relationships and communities such as racism and segregation are harmful to all aspects of health. They limit the available social support within diverse communities and promote negative stereotypes across cultures, genders, religions, and races. The graph presented from the Solid Facts 2013 identifies a strong contrast between low mortality rate and high levels of social integration across multiple different countries. Handicap groups. Good social support is detrimental to an individual's health, but there are many groups in society handicapped in fulfilling these social needs. These groups include the poor and the homeless, the disabled and chronically ill, immigrants and ethnic minorities, as well as the elderly. In 2016, the Australian government recorded that over 116,000 people were living homeless, whilst 13% of the Australian population was living in relative income poverty. These numbers indicate a failure to promote social and financial equity amongst lower socioeconomic Australians. Immigrants such as those of Arabic origins, as well as ethnic minorities such as Atsi communities, face the challenge of racism and stereotypes influencing relationships. These negative determinants can have a great effect on both social and mental health, whilst hindering their ability to create and maintain relationships. These negative determinants are quite often due to misunderstandings within diverse communities. The disabled and chronically ill of society face mental and physical barriers when it comes to developing and maintaining social support. Many social activities may not coincide with their individual health needs, limiting their ability to create social support relationships. The elderly face social challenges due to health problems that accompany older ages. CVD, cancer, and other illnesses are very common in this demographic, putting healthcare and physical well-being above social support. Social support and social exclusion. Social support and social exclusion have a strong interlocked relationship, as both determinants play key roles in the state of health. Social support represents an individual's relationships and their influence on social well-being, whereas social exclusion is the lack of access to social support and the effect of isolation and discrimination on health. Social exclusion contributes to a wide variety of negative components to health. Social exclusion is often prevalent when individuals fail to build healthy and beneficial relationships within their lives. Long periods of isolation are shown to greatly increase rates of both depression and anxiety, whilst linking to a higher prevalence of CVD. In conclusion, social support is detrimental to both individual and community health. Relationships such as family and friends have a positive influence on the aspects of health and are beneficial to a wide diverse community. Policies that promote social support such as equity for the disadvantaged and building relationships in public and private places are beneficial components of social support that positively influence health. Lastly, The relationship between social support and social exclusion grants an understanding into those at risk of social inequity and how the determinants intermingle to greatly influence health. Thank you.